So we're kicking off our series, Stepping into Spring. Spring arrives tonight, as we have said, and it means warm weather won't be far behind, and not to mention the open-toed shoes. Are your feet ready for it? Ready for the revelation? More and more women are taking some pretty drastic steps, even going in for something called a foot facelift. And Deborah Roberts of 2020 is here to tell us about it as we all look at her toes, of course.
It's true.
Got to. They look great.
They do, but they don't feel so great. It's called cosmetic surgery for the feet, Diane. And believe it or not, a lot of women are turning to this to get rid of serious pain or in some cases to create seriously pretty feet. Women and their shoes.
Hello, lover.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Wow, they're beautiful. They hurt so much.
As Carrie from Sex and the City or Monica from Friends can attest. It is our love affair with these slim, sexy heels that is now creating the need for a facelift for your feet. Christine Fortis had foot surgery just a few weeks ago to remove her bunions and have 2 toes straightened.
I've always loved shoes, but never really was able to enjoy them as much as I'd like to because I'd see something pretty in a store and couldn't get my foot into them.
Christine's just one of a growing number of mostly women who are going under the knife to change the look and feel of their feet. Dr. Oliver Zong, a New York City podiatrist, says cosmetic surgery is now the bulk of his practice. He performs 30 to 40 procedures a month. Is it these beautiful high-heeled shoes that are sending women to you, putting them on your operating table?
Essentially, the answer to that would be yes.
So it's the stilettos that are doing us in?
Absolutely.
You can have toe straightening, toe shortening, and a pinky toe tuck, where fat is taken out of the toe to make it narrower. What's the range of prices for this surgery, roughly? What are people paying for this?
People will pay anywhere from $2,000 for a toe up to, $15,000 or $20,000 for a complete foot makeover.
Wow, that's not cheap.
That's definitely not cheap.
Today, Tashana Robinson, just 18, is having surgery to straighten out her toes, which curl under, called hammer toes, and to rid her feet of painful bunions. Now that she's earned a real estate license, she wants to wear fashionable heels without killing her feet.
We're going to eliminate this bump here, which will allow her to wear a shoe that has this contour.
But the surgery has raised some eyebrows.
I always tell people, it's not like a facelift, because you don't walk on your face, you walk on your feet.
Podiatrist Dr. Rock Positano warns that the risks of cosmetic foot surgery can include permanent disability.
Is it worth taking even a small risk to possibly give up your ability to walk around comfortably?
Still, those fears weren't enough to discourage LaWanda Moraldo, a reggae hip-hop singer. She had her toes straightened and corns removed last year after watching this scene in the movie Boomerang.
I pull the covers back. Yeah, it's hammer time.
She says the reward outweighs any potential risks. So when you look at your feet now?
I always said the day I do my feet is the day I get rich, or when my career starts to pick up. I know it's kind of stupid, but this is what I always said, right? And sure enough, as soon as I did my feet, I was getting calls.
You feel more confident?
I feel very confident, very confident.
Being fitted for an upcoming show, she struts her stuff in open-toe heels, which she once wouldn't dare to wear in front of an audience of thousands.
Yo, I wanna show me what you got.
She's a happy camper now, Diane.
But it must be so painful to get that
Well, you know,
surgery.
they say it is very painful, but this woman says her feet actually feel fine now. But the doctors do caution some of these women, if they're not careful, could wind up back in the doctor's office with these extra high-heeled shoes.
You brought in a sample of shoes here?
Well, like every woman, I have my favorites too, high heels.
So cool.
But they hurt so much. And they actually don't, but after a period of time they do. And so do these too. They're beautiful shoes. The doctors say, here's what we need to do. Wear some flats. At the very least, you know, there are lots of lovely shoes out here. You don't need to wear your heels from your home to your office and all day long. Try to vary it a little bit. Carry them with you, because otherwise you're looking for trouble.
Yeah. All right. Well, my toes are curling at the
Just
thought
thinking
of that
about it.
surgery. Thank you, Deborah. It's now 21 minutes past. Coming up, the new dynamic duo talking about friendship, a new movie about laughter and finding your way out. Adam Sandler, Don Cheadle live in Times Square when we return.
Don't ask my wife's permission for me to go out. Standing right here in front of you. I'm not 7 years old.